All right, jumping back to Thanksgiving week, starting off at Beasley. Juan put up this visual board for his PM tracker, his preventive maintenance tracker. I really like these visual boards. Electronic lists and boards trackers have their place, but there's something about it being visual, staring you in the face when you walk into your area that I just feel like keeps it top of mind in a way that if it's hidden electronically and you're not having to look at it, it's sometimes not quite as effective. So great job, Juan. I like it a lot. Travis showing us some serious progress made on the bulk material Kanbans. So just a 2x4 or 2x6 in this case with a magnet on the end that can attach the Kanban. So now when you get down to that level, you just pull that Kanban and turn it into purchasing. And that way we never run out. I love it. Spoiler alert, we've got a similar thing going in Murfreesboro at the truss plant as well for their bulk material. I really, really like where this is headed, guys. I think it's a huge win. Way to go. Ken showing us how they moved the return cart that was sitting right where he's standing. There's a couple benefits to that. Number one, it makes the appearance a little bit cleaner. We've got customers that are picking up material kind of right in that area, so it cleans things up aesthetically for them, as well as creates another area for a computer. So the team needs BizTrack. There was only one computer there for the warehouse team to access. Now they've got a room for a second station. That way no one is waiting for that resource. Great improvement, guys. Austin Anderson reminding us of the power of using QR codes and barcodes for functions inside of the WMS gun. Instead of having to click buttons like this, using QR codes for those functions just massively speeds up the time to execute those functions. And I would say potentially adding some accuracy as well. If you punch the wrong button and then have to back out, there's over processing there. As long as you clearly label your codes, I think there's some accuracy as well. Great improvement. Lots of great sorting work related to sliding glass door screens. Here's some before and here's some after. Guys, we should not hold on to things we don't need. Frees up a lot of space that we can use, make our life easier. Thank you, Austin Anderson and Kevin. Anyone else involved? And Kevin was pretty happy about it. More sorting in the office. Thank you, Vanessa, for this. Taking ownership of just getting things out for some previous team members that aren't there anymore, that weren't needed. Cleaning things up for the team. Looks great. Thank you. Safety improvement. This was a tape fastened to the fence at a chop saw station. Had a little bit of a sharp edge right there. Nick used his head, not his wallet, and fixed it. I love it. Thanks, Nick. Quality improvement here. So the vacuums that the service team was using previously just didn't have the guts to clean up everything that we need for our customers. So we got them one with a little more power. Jumping to the truss plant, Davis and the team reorganized the tables in the work cell for picking plates just so we get better flow out of that cell. Looks really, really good. Let's eliminate struggle everywhere we can. Jason showing how he added wheels to this trash can so that when you're dumping sawdust from that chop saw, you don't have to drag that across the floor. It's got wheels. It rolls easy. It's perfect. Thank you, Jason. Something that bugged Francisco was the box built for this chop saw. The back was too close, so the sawdust was still hitting you in the face. It was bouncing off the back of that and hitting you in the face, so they made that just a little bit deeper so that doesn't happen. Let's fix what bugs you guys. This is great. So previously at the splicer, you had paperwork that showed you what cords you were splicing together, what plate size for that splice, and now they've got a tablet with that information, shows them what they're doing. Really good improvement here. You're not fighting with paperwork. You've got a tablet that just makes it easy. So love this improvement, guys. Very, very cool. At 424, Cody and Ray are painting lines specifically where that stock row should go. The reason this is a big deal is we've got poles that hold up that shed roof. And if you don't line them up correctly, you actually lose space in that shed and create a lot of over-processing and potentially defects that happen when you're squeezing things in at an angle or trying to go around the pole. If we mark it out, it's much easier to maximize the space in that shed and not create defects or over-processing. Love where this is headed. They've already got some additional improvements in the works for this, but this is a great practice. We should take this company-wide. Levi added a note in BizTrack for our premium deck board. So we've got standards and we've got premiums, and they look very similar if you're picking them on the yard. So we had defects that were happening. Now we've got a note that helps create a visual control so that the guys in picking were setting them up for success to not create that defect. Thank you, Levi. Antonio continuing to add these boxes to his team's lift, so they got a spot for spray paint, snips, everything you need. We should try to Kaizen foam these and see if that works as a next step. Jose added a shelf at one of his stations in stairs, so all of the tools for that station, staple guns, hand stapler, etc., has a dedicated location, so it's always there. Great job, Jose. And missed just a couple things at Beasley. Don't want to forget this one. We have got our training wall set up for service and install. This gives us the ability to train to our standards on a regular basis, both for our internal teams and our subs. And this is a really big deal because when installs are not done to standard, it creates a ton of overprocessing for that team. So love that we've got this set up to train to a standard. Way to go, guys. And Mark showing us how they identified when stocking in bulk material to leave a gap in between the units just right there so that they can get to the barcodes, easily scan things in, as well as prevent damage, not have the back unit get forked and damaged. Mark, I wonder how we can create a visual control that's easy for the lift operator to make sure that happens every time and hold that standard. But great observation. This is a win. There's Thanksgiving week. Thank you, everybody who submitted improvements. I'm seeing us get more and more detailed, more and more granular in our ability to see and identify waste and struggle. That is just huge. Every day that we stay on this, it makes things just a little bit easier for ourselves and our teammates and our customers. So you guys are doing an amazing job. Thanks for all you do.